Well, hey everybody, Mike Steele here with BBQ Champs Academy. So great to have everyone in the house tonight. And we got a big show lined up for you. I've already got Katelyn's name up there, so we're going to go ahead and pull that back. Got a great show lined up for you tonight with Mr. Joey Smith with Texas Chrome Heroes. We're going to talk a little bit to Joey about some exciting new things that's rolling out for the foundation for this year. And also, he was heavily involved in the barbecue competition scene last year. They had 6 competitions that was sanctioned by the Champions Barbecue Alliance, the CBA, and they have been working diligently to put together something else for 2023, and he's going to release that here on the show tonight. Also, we have Miss Katelyn Crain in the house, an unbelievable SCA steak cooker. She just won the Alabama State Championship cook-off this past weekend, so she is the Alabama champ and a state champ, and it is really, really cool to have her in the house. Excellent cook, and looking forward to tonight's show. It's going to be a lot of questions, a lot of answers. We'll talk a little bit about barbecue. We'll talk a little bit about steak. And obviously, we're going to talk a little bit further detail about Joey, the amazing things that he has done with the Texas Chrome Heroes and what he's looking forward to for this year with the new Texas Chrome Outdoors. So anyway, we're going to welcome a few folks in here. First of all, we got Mr. Brandon. Brandon, I'm sure you are very excited and couldn't be more happier for what Katelyn pulled off this weekend. Well deserved. She's put in the hard work, and she's just been an incredible cook. So certainly glad to have her with us. Also, KB Outdoor Kitchen, Raz Braz. Yep, he was here last week. I'll tell you right now, I finally got a chance to get the pickle pico. Shauna gave me a jar when I was up in Blanchard cooking this weekend, and it is absolutely amazing. So if you haven't got it yet, make sure you go back and watch last week's show. You can get it. I think it's sassyjoegrillers.com. I know they're completely out of inventory. They sold out everything they had, and they will got more coming. I think they're taking pre-orders, so check it out. Mr. John, we appreciate you being here all the way from Wisconsin. Let us know where you're at. Who else we got here? Joey Smith is the man. Yes, 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 indeed. Justin's with us. Hey, Mike, congratulations on that big first place brisket call and 5th overall. I know you were getting antsy. Yeah, I was a little concerned, especially I thought my chicken was amazing. I was incredibly happy with it. My ribs just weren't my typical rib. They had got a little tough, and I didn't think they had a chance. The brisket, man, my brisket has just been crushing it here in the last 3 or 4 competitions, and I think that's a 1st, a 5th, and a 1st the last 3. And yeah, I was kind of hoping it was going to be there. So, but man, the way the day was going, I wasn't quite sure. So anyway, but thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. We had a great time up in Blanchard, Louisiana, which is about 25-minute drive from my house. It's not very far, and that's pulling a trailer. It's very, very close to my house. Shannon Wall does an amazing job on that event up there. And if y'all are ever close to Shreveport and you do barbecue competitions, man, you ought to put that one on your schedule. He just treats the cooks amazing. One of the best promoters that I have seen out there in the barbecue competition world. So, but we had a great time. It was a stacked field. Man, we had teams coming all the way from Texas, from South Louisiana. I think there was a couple teams even from Arkansas that came in. It was just a great, great event, and we had a lot of fun. So, Mr. Raz is in the house. Howdy, howdy, sir. How are you doing? Raz, just to let you know, I'm going to be down in your second home, South Louisiana, going down for a little mini vacation, leaving on Wednesday, tomorrow, and going to do a little business meeting down there, and going to go down there and enjoy some of that incredible food down in Nolens. So let's see who else we got in the house. She is awesome, and congratulations to her. Yep, absolutely. Joe, we appreciate you being here. Emmeline, thank you for being with us all the way from Marietta, Ohio. John Gonzalez, thank you, sir, for being here tonight. We got folks just steadily rolling in. Keep it coming. Let's see what else we got. Miss Brenda's there. Hi there. Hope all is well. Gordon has something going on tonight. He may pop in shortly. Congratulations on your win this past weekend. Yeah, Katelyn, I tell you what, that was a great accomplishment that you pulled off. Let's see, Joe, appreciate you being here all the way from Beaumont. Let's see. Our Barbecue Champs is in the house. How about that? Hey, guys, ready to hear from Team Arcasipi's own Katelyn Crain. I got a feeling that's probably Mr. John Lindsay. He's in under Barbecue Champs name because John can actually post on our account. Let's see. Hey, guys, looking forward to tonight's show. Candace, thank you. Looking forward to seeing you over in Fort Worth here in a few months, Lord willing. We're going to try to get over there, and I hope we have some really, really nice weather. So we are going to have a little free class giveaway tonight from one lucky winner. We got a question that we're going to lay out toward the end of the show, and whoever wins it will get our 20 championship backyard barbecue recipes. It should be really, really good, and I got a great question lined up already on the books. And anyway, we'll get to that here in a little bit. Got Steve Dotson. Appreciate you being here tonight, Mr. Steve. How are you doing? He's in the house. Appreciate it. Steve, I know you're getting ready for a big year, man. Congratulations on your year last year, all the way going to the Jack, qualifying for that. And that was absolutely amazing. Got all the way to the brisket and got a second place brisket call at the Jack. Congratulations, buddy. If you want to know what he's running, he exclusively runs Corey Mike's recipes, especially in brisket. I think he's made a few little tweaks on the chicken and stuff, but he absolutely killed it last year. All right, John Lindsay's back now. He's no longer under Barbecue Champs. He is now under John Lindsay. John, you could have stayed under there. We would have been fine. Let's see here. We got Sean on here. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you being with us tonight. And who else we got? Yeah, John Lindsay. Yeah, here we go. Hope you're doing well. John's doing very well. I think John ended up having a first place in ancillary, if I recall. Katelyn will probably know for sure. And I think he finished third in the steak in the competition there this past weekend over in Birmingham, Alabama. So real quick, we're going to just jump over here and thank all of our partners. We couldn't do what we do without these guys. Prairie Fresh, thank you so much for the love and support you give us. Incredible pork products. If you're looking where to get them, you can get them at Raider Red Meats. They have all their pork products. Also, Mr. Brian Crawford at Lone Star Barbecue Pro Shop. He's got some awesome rubs, the Crawford barbecue product line. My good friend, Mr. Wild Bill at Texas Select Seasoning. I know there is some SCA steak cookers that is using that product. My good friend, Mr. David at Gunnar Wilhelm Knives. Absolutely love the knives, some of the best on the market. Dustin at the barbecue store. We appreciate him. If you're always looking for quick shipment, Dustin's usually pretty good about getting stuff out the same day. All queued up, Mr. John Lindsay. We appreciate his support. And also Miss Daigle, or Gail Daigle at Big Daigle's Barbecue Sauces. And they got some nice rubs and glazes. Be sure to check them out. If you ever see the shine that's on them chickens that I cook, you know where it's coming from. Go hit them up. They got some great, great products. Let's see if we've got any more folks on here. What we got here, KB Outdoor Kitchen. Hey, brother. Hope you are doing good, my friend. Let's get together soon and do some videos. There we go. John's back. So, yeah, John said he had a first place steak in the open, first place in the open and in the steak open, and third in the championship. Okay, that's awesome, John. Man, you've been killing it all year long. Well, without further ado, we got a few folks in here. We're going to go ahead and bring in our guest tonight. First one up, Mr. Joey Smith with Texas Chrome Heroes. Joey, how are you doing, brother?
Doing absolutely wonderful. How you doing, Mike?
Man, I am doing great. Looking forward to hearing some of the big changes that you've got coming for this year and more about the competitions that you've put on. So we're going to talk about that here in just a second. Also, we got the champ coming in here, Miss Katelyn Crain. Hey, sweetie, how are you doing?
Fantastic. How are y'all doing?
Doing good. Absolutely doing good. Katelyn's
Awesome.
an SCA cooker. Trump My Rump is her team name. Just to let you know a little bit about this young lady, Katelyn won the SCA Alabama State Championship this past weekend. Congratulations. Yeah, you know, I would be sleeping with that thing. I would tell Brandon, you're on the other side of the bed. This is going to be between us. I'm just going to kind of snuggle up to this thing for at least a few days. But
That's right.
congratulations. That's well earned. It was a tough competition. You had some definitely some stiff competitors.
Oh my
there,
gosh,
that's for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
So it seems like them state championships bring out, you know, a lot of great cooks. How many teams was competing for the state championship?
Ooh, I know in the upper 40s, it could have been lower 50s. I'm not exactly
Okay.
sure.
Upper 40s, lower
I know
50s.
Candace is on here. I know she'll know for sure.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, there was quite a few people there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's anytime you start to get in the upper 40s and around 50 folks, especially with the caliber of cooks in the SCA,
Definitely.
man,
And
that
you had
is
to qualify to cook that comp. So best of the best were there competing.
okay.
It
Okay.
was a great time.
Yeah. Yeah.
56. Candace just said 56 people.
56. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
saw that. 56. Man, that is awesome. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of folks, especially you had to qualify to get there.
For
So
sure. Yeah.
yeah, and we got a lot of folks congratulating Raz. Katelyn rocked it out. Of course, she always does. She's
Thank
a
you,
killer
Raz.
cook. Congratulations, Katelyn. Awesome job, Candace.
Thanks,
Caitlin
Raz.
can. Glad your voice is better today. I probably wouldn't have had a voice. I would have been screaming. They would have heard me from
Oh
Louisiana.
man.
So
Yeah.
afternoon for my rolling office. There we go. Well, let's talk a little bit about some of this stuff, Joey. We'll kind of roll in a little bit with you on the Texas Chrome stuff, and tell us a little bit about the. You want to do the barbecue stuff first, or you want to do the outdoor deal first? What would you
Let's
prefer to
go with
do?
the barbecue, little lid on it. We only got a little bit of it, but we'll get
Okay.
some final dates going. So
Okay. So tell us a little bit. Last year, you had something that was called the Texas Chrome Heroes 6-Pack Series. It was part of the
yes.
Champions Barbecue Alliance, the CBA, the Fred Robles and Roddy's put on. Tell us a little bit about what that was and then what you've got planned for this year.
So last year, of course, we know that was our first run at it to do a points chase, which we look like it went real well for us doing it for the first time. This turned out really awesome. We realized that it could got bigger. We only had 6 cook-offs, and if you missed one of the double headers, you pretty much wasn't in the game.
Right.
And that was probably one of the things that we dropped the ball on that we needed to repair, which it happened. But
Yeah.
now we chose to move it bigger. So I think we're going to be running 9 competitions. We're going to take your best 6. So
There you go.
there's plenty of opportunities now. We're probably only doing 1 double header. The rest are going to be single events, which is great.
Yes.
And there's going to be spread out areas where they can go. What we're growing into with this is with the ending with the Texas 6-pack, the cook-offs points is going to continue to grow. So what we're going to do is start doing shotguns, and how we will raise money. Promoters that want to get involved with Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation will say, hey, I would love my event to be a part of Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. Turns into a shotgun event. So it could be the same weekend as another event. It's got to be a CBA event. We're going to run everything strictly through CBA points. They've done a fabulous job for us last year.
Yep.
So that way, you may be at one of your favorite events. You didn't want to leave and you wanted to be in the series. It could still be at your event. You don't have to go to the one down the road or out of town. You can cook your home event. So that's what we're trying to do, is build the series around the cookers, because this is what they wanted. And I think by the end of this next year, it's going to be really cool, because we're going to be adding these little shotgun points chases where they can gather their points.
Right.
And it may go higher cook-offs, but you're only going to be able to put 6 in the hat. So.
Okay, so you'll have a designated 9.
Yes.
But if there is somebody that's up here in East Texas where I cook, and they want to do this shotgun deal, and you can explain a little bit about that, it actually will count toward those.
To your 6, yes.
To the 6.
Correct.
That is really cool, because it opens. I can't get out to a lot of the ones that you have in South. So, man, kudos, man. That was pretty dang smart. Yeah, it may not be the 9 that you have, but I can still get points. I can't make it that weekend, but I've got one close by. I can go do it, and I can if the promoter is signed up for that, it will count toward the 6 that I'm going. Man, that is really, really cool.
Oh, crud. I hated to change
that's okay.
that.
That's okay. We can still hear you. You'll get that pretty much. There we go.
Yes.
So that is really cool.
Well, I didn't know how to save money. I knew that we have some high entry fees for our in cook-off, but I knew I could save money if we could help get these other promoters involved. And then if we did it this way, it can just get where it could be so awesome, because we can be out of state. these guys could be cooking out of state events with CBA and getting their points than here traveling 6 hours of all this fuel money that they're going to spend, and they can
Right.
still compete in the series. So
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about, and I know CBA is trying to get more up, closer to Dallas area and stuff like that. And they had one in Paris, which is, I don't know, it was an hour and 45 minutes from Shreveport. Ah, man, that was the first time I ever cooked it. I loved it. I had a first place chicken, a sixth place pork. I think I had, I don't know, a fifth place brisket and 13th place rib. And I think I finished fourth or fifth overall. And man, it was fun. I mean, Laura Caldwell does just an amazing job of putting all that stuff together. It's run very professionally. And I was like, I'm definitely going to do some more of them. So it's pretty cool. So what we need to do then, if there's one that's here or in the area, then we could just try to get the promoter, hey, go ahead and try to get part of that.
correct. And like saying, right now we're starting a little small. I think we're looking at a $500 to $1,000 donation from the promoter to be into the shotgun series part of it.
I got
so
you.
That way we get a little piece of the pie, and also it helps us because what we're going to do, we're going to announce it. We haven't got the figures for it, but it's going to be double or triple what we paid out last year for sure, just for the points part of it. Because at the end, I know we're probably going to be sitting around in a $20,000 or $30,000 range just for the last cook-off alone.
Wow. At the last cook-off, 20,000 or 30,000 payout. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So is there an end date for it?
Yes. So the end date will be again at Lost Lagoon, and that'll be on the 19th of August.
Of August. Okay. So that'll be the last one, just like it was last year.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
With speaking for the foundation, they've got I got so many guys volunteering this year, which is thank goodness, because we're splitting up a lot of cooks. As y'all can tell, I was out of town this last weekend, and Josh took the helm for the foundation and really supported us.
I want to talk about that. Yeah.
And we've got a little over probably about I think we got 19 events total for the foundation scheduled for the year. So that's going to be a good year for them.
That is great. That is absolutely great. Carlos, you finished fourth. Leave it to Carlos to know where I finished in Paris. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate it. He was awesome. He was so awesome to hang out with. So, and Carlos, don't worry. I'm still want to try to get you on the show. So I know I had said something about it.
Definitely. I need to be on the show when he's on it. I like being with him.
Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Joe, for all you've done. Yeah.
So that gentleman right now, I want to give Fred Robus a big kudos. Joe just week before last, Fred gave him a free entry to his class for being part of the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. So, Joe, we expect good things from you. We want to see what happens with that. So, Fred, thank you for jumping aboard and helping him out.
There we go. And Carlos says, let me know, Joe, if you need any help, I'm here. So,
you're on the list, Bubba. I'm going to put you to work this year, Bubba.
That's great. That is so cool. So, it's 9 barbecue competitions, but you're only going to have to get for 6, which I love. I just one thing like the SCA, man, you got to cook every one of them, or you're going to lose the points deal, and that's hard to do. And I really wish they would do something where they're taking the best. I know they did 15 year before last. 15. I mean, that's nothing to do. I mean, if they had made it 30, I think it would have been a whole different thing, because now it would have been enough room to move the points around. 15 was nothing. I mean, heck, these guys do doubles and triples in like 5 weekends. They can have 15 done. It's like 15. Come on. So, yeah, and I just think it would make it more exciting instead of just everybody has a chance. And now with what you've done with that, somebody's got a chance. I can't make it that weekend. Now I'm fixing to lose the whole thing because I can't go and I'm behind in points. So I really, man, that was so smart to do, So, that is awesome.
I want to thank cookers out there, our guys that were in that chase too. We were open for suggestions, and we all put our heads together, and we came up with this, and I think it's going to work out really good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, John agrees with me. That's right, Mike. I mean, get back to that. Ken, just get back to it. It's already too late because I'm sure the points have already done started. But man, it makes it more of an even playing field where somebody doesn't have to go out and cook 125 cook-offs. There's only a few people that can do it,
Exactly. And there's a
they'll-
lot more better cooks out there than those handfuls that can get
yeah,
paid
they
to
can,
run the road.
SCA is tough, man. I mean, they're cooking 125 competitions in a year. I think it's the number. I've heard it was a lot. I don't know if it was 100. Katelyn may know, but it's a lot. So, Katelyn, how many competitions did you do this year, sweetie?
I didn't really add up the doubles and triples, but I believe we were lower end of the 40, upper 30 range.
Yeah, and that's
We
not
were
counting.
gone 2 to 3 weekends out of every month.
Yeah, that's
Which
just
besides
crazy.
December, because we took
Yeah.
December off.
And
Yeah.
do the math. She was almost in the top 25, and it takes us to run that many cook-offs just to play in the top 5 and 10 in the barbecue world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I ended up 34th this season, or
Yeah.
2022 season.
in
Geez,
2022.
y'all put some mileage down. Woo.
Yeah.
Well, and then
Oh,
Brandon,
yeah.
he was doing the ancillary thing, and he ended up third with that. So that was awesome as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
Oh,
ve-
no
we're very-
doubt.
we had a good year for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's talk a little bit about what you're planning on doing for, let's talk a little bit about your run up, how you qualified, where you qualified to get into the Alabama State Championship cook-off.
Okay.
And let's talk a little bit about that and then what your plans are for this year.
So our first cook-off in Alabama was at a BBQ event in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I believe it was July. I think we all almost melted there. It was
hot.
it was so hot. I think they temped the asphalt at I can't remember, 115, 120.
Yeah.
Didn't need to bring a pit.
It was
Yeah.
a little warm. It was a
Yeah,
little
just
warm.
throw the steak on the part. Put the skillet
Put
on
the
the
grill
grill.
grates
Put
on
the
the
grill
grill.
grates down and throw the steak on. Yeah, you're saying
Exactly.
it was probably 140 or 150 degrees.
Yeah,
that asphalt will get hot.
It was
So
warm.
yeah,
But that was a double, and I walked in A and B at that comp. So that in any top 10 call, and if a state holds a championship, any top 10 call will get you to the championship round whenever they hold that. So I qualified for the Alabama State Championship then, and then I believe we cooked in Alabama again later that year in Opelika, another BBQ event. The Alabama State Championship was last weekend or this past weekend in Birmingham, Alabama. They had an open that morning, which if you had already qualified for the championship, 158. Oh my
150.
goodness.
I figured it had to be
I was
150.
a little
Yeah,
off.
I knew it was 150. I've been on too many racing surfaces when I've shot before. I've been on them. I've been on the drag strips. It's 145 on a drag
Definitely
strip.
felt like 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so there was open round and championship round, and if you didn't have to cook the open round, if you qualified for the championship round in this past weekend, I went ahead and cooked the open because they were gonna. I didn't want to take a chance from somebody getting in, and when they released that they were gonna, if you got a top 10 call in the open, they were gonna continue trickling down the list. So that's when I was like, okay, I wanted to cook the open just to get my feet wet to kind of see, kind of how that steak was gonna cook in the championship round. So we did that round the morning on Saturday. I ended up 21st in the open round. I had a 50 in appearance, 49 in doneness, 47 in texture, which is what got me. My taste was a little lower than usual, so I think I kind of got a little too salty on that steak. My practice steak was a hair salty on the open round, so I tried to adjust that, but I seasoned my steaks at the same time. So, you kind of So I knew I needed to adjust the salt a little bit on the championship round. And of course, overall impression is going to kind of fall into those as well. So when we did steak selection for the championship round, I didn't cook a practice steak because I already kind of knew the adjustments that I needed to make. I worked on the texture.
One and done.
Yeah, worked on the texture, worked on the doneness. I kind of knew with the lighting and stuff and where the judging area, I kind of knew probably where I fell if it was over or under. So I kind of made that correction there, made the texture correction, backed it up on the salt just a little bit, and
boom,
it worked out.
Yeah. Hey, that's smart.
The stars
Katelyn.
aligned.
That's just smart thinking, man. You looked at it, you saw your scores, you evaluated it, like, okay, I need to make an adjustment here, here, and here.
Yes,
and
sir.
you came back and didn't even cook a practice steak, just rolled it out there. It's like, yeah, I got you guys,
Right. And the timeline last weekend, I don't know if I know Joey, I know you've cooked a few SCA comps. Mike, I don't know, you've been to a few SCA comps.
Oh yeah.
So the doubles they're just
yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
Right.
but they had it laid out perfect. I mean, it was spread out. The cook's meeting was, and it was an hour earlier. The awards were an hour later, but I mean, it was laid back. We actually got to hang out, go around, talk to people, and meet people that we haven't met, and it was an awesome day, laid
That's
back day.
awesome.
I mean, Brandon and I don't you know how many times we said like, man, this is great. Like we were just like chill, like it was just calm all day long, and it
Yeah.
was awesome. And it was at a brewery and a distillery, so that was cool too. So
Yeah.
it was a great venue. It was awesome, just an all around day. And the first place was just the icing on the cake. So
Yeah. That's
it was
awesome.
it was great.
Oh,
So, what you got planned for this year?
So next stop, we're possibly I qualified. Brandon and I got invited to go to the Royal Oak Invitational in
Oh,
Georgia
great.
last fall. So
Right.
I got a second place call there in Georgia, and that qualified me for the Georgia State Championship next weekend in Carlton. Um,
Okay.
awesome.
we're trying to get our ducks in a
Wow.
row. You're trying to get our ducks in a row to see it's the only reason that we may not be able to make it. We're actually flying out to Vegas the next week.
Wait a minute
So
now. What week? What we need going to Vegas?
the first
February.
weekend of February.
All right, I'm gonna be in Vegas February. Oh, you're going for the cook-off, aren't
Yeah,
you?
we're going to
I'm
the
gonna
bonus
be there
pizza.
February the 3rd through the 10th for
Yes, we'll be there.
for vacation.
We'll be there.
I mean, I saw Paul Wolf posted earlier that he was going to be. I was like,
Yes,
on the 4th there was going to be a cook-off. So I
right.
got you.
Yeah, so
All right.
the Georgia State Championships up there, it's just a pulling a trailer. It'll be about 6 hour drive there and then 6 hours back. So, and then we're flying out. We're leaving Wednesday night that following week. So it kind of put a little pressure on us. And it's the first time we've ever done a comp not having a trailer. We're
Right.
actually flying there. So so well, right now we're leaning towards going to Georgia just because I'd hate to miss
Yeah,
it. Since
here's the thing. I mean,
I
now
qualified,
now here's the thing. You walk in there with the Alabama trophy, and then you walk out with the Georgia trophy, and then
There
you
we
got two
go.
state championships you coming out. Girl, if you pull that off, man, I'm telling you right now, I would 100% go do the Georgia State Championship,
Yeah.
go in there and win that, man, alive. So,
Yeah, so
oh
that's what
my
we got lined
goodness.
up. And then after Vegas, right now it's looking like World. So we've got
Okay.
a pretty laid back beginning of the season here.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about Vegas because I know it looked like it was a monster event out there. They had, I think it was Kyle or somebody had like 37 patties stacked up with beef ribs, and Joey, it was a hamburger that was 37 patties high. It had
Oh
beef
wow.
ribs stacked up through it. It had, it was the most incredible hamburger I've ever seen in my life.
Mhm.
So,
I
uh,
actually, we didn't make the Vegas trip last year.
yeah,
We just saw how awesome it was and
I
how
saw
fun it
it.
was. I've been out to Vegas a couple times just for vacation.
Right.
Brandon has never been, so this will be his first
Oh
time
yeah.
going to Vegas. So
Right.
we're flying out early. We're leaving here Wednesday night, driving to St. Louis, flying out Thursday morning early. So we'll have Thursday, Friday, cook off Saturday,
Yeah.
uh, Sunday, and then we're flying back Monday. So it'll be a good little mini vacay and throw in
Yep.
the SCA competition. I mean,
Why not?
well, yeah, I mean, like,
Why not? Go
what
cook a
gets
steak in
better
a
than
parking
that?
lot. That's
But
right.
in Vegas, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Where's it going to be held at?
It's the Palms Casino,
The Palms Casino.
right in
Okay.
the parking lot, and it's going to be a BBQ event, so they'll be filming the whole time, and it'll be a great time.
Okay. That's going to be pretty cool. And what day is that cook off? On the
That
4th?
is that Saturday, yeah, the
Okay.
4th.
So that'll
Yeah.
be the 4th. Yep.
hmm
February 4th. All right.
Where are you staying at, Mike?
I'm staying at the Sierra
Okay.
Hotel.
Yep.
So, anyway. Well, that's good. Good luck to you. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see. I'll be rooting for you for Georgia. That'll be pretty cool.
Thank
So,
you.
Yes.
all right, Joey. So let's hear a little bit about the new organization that you've got going. You've got the Texas Chrome Heroes. And just
Yes.
real briefly, it kind of explain what that is, and then we'll talk about the new organization you just did.
So the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation is based on veterans and first responders dealing with PTSD. We interject them into a barbecue competition. We teach them how to season, trim the meat, fire management, the whole 9 yards. We pretty much give them the reins and just monitor their cook and just watch them follow their day and keep them on timelines and have some fun with it. Once they're done, we give them, of course, the backyard recipes, and we give them a brand new grill to take home right after they're done. And what's cool, our door always swings open. Everybody does these 501c3s, and people get to go to these big hunts and these big fishing trips and the resorts, and they get to go one time. They're allowed to come back through here. The only thing that we have, they have to work with a new person, or they become a volunteer. So they'll be interjected with someone dealing with the same thing they've never met before, or what we've got seen right now. I've got 5 veterans coming back that are becoming volunteers that are just going to help. And we're going to train them to be pit coaches. It's amazing.
That is absolutely awesome. So let's talk about the first guy that went through it, and then how he has grown, what he has done, and what he did this weekend.
Well, I'll tell you what, Josh Hill was one of our first. And wow, for someone that he already had the love of barbecue with him, that's what was kind of helping him get through his dark moments of life. And that's what really kind of got him out. And then once we've got him into the competition world, got him into the program, and he goes, man, I'm building it. I'm getting a trailer, and I don't care how I'm going to do it. And a month later, boom, he'd come across the trailer, and then he looked at my pit, and we cut Danny Patton. I said, man, I said, I hope you don't mind. The poor boy can't afford a dang one-man pit, but he's building his own. He's going to copycat this one off my trailer. And he said, let him rock with it, man. And
yeah.
He did that and got on the circuit, and he's just getting started. This guy's going to be a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
This weekend we were gone. I couldn't do the event. We sponsored the Grand and Reserve trophies there for that event, and we weren't able to experience it. But Josh took the realms, took my truck. I'm sitting there going, this is weird. I said, I want to cook so bad, but yeah, I really want to go on vacation. I said, I'm just turning. It's like giving your kids the keys to the car.
Yeah.
And just here, go take off. And man, he has his own stuff, and he's built his own way of, he loves some of the stuff that we've done. There's things he hadn't changed that he goes, man, Joey, I believe in what we learned together.
Right.
And he pounds it. He knows not to give it up. A lot of cookers make a mistake of going, I ran a recipe 2 times and it don't work for them. They're already changing to something else.
Right.
So, I mean, he got a 3rd rib this weekend. He got a top 20-something in chicken, and 34th in brisket. Was kind of rough, but still got 7th overall at 120-something team. So,
and that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So he has literally come through the program with flying colors. I know we had Billy Pribble on here. Yeah. Billy was just amazing at what he did, and man, he just absolutely loved it. So,
well, Sure Shot Barbecue, I mean, for him is I will just to see him go to work. If you walk in his trailer and see him working in details, that's where a lot of these competitions and won and lost in a trailer. Yeah. People can cook the best stuff. They can have the best rub. They can have the best sauce. Yeah. But if you miss a detail and a step in that trailer, it will cost you a grand champion. Yeah. And that one there, Carlos, I tell you what, he was a good cook. He was dang good. And when he came through he was already a comp cook. We brought him in, and I mean, all I did was fix management things for him.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't he had recipes. We just dialed him in and showed him cooking techniques and how to change his fire and change temperature of how hot he was cooking. And look what happened to him last year. He was he banged it.
Yeah, I saw what he did in Paris. Like he definitely did pretty well. So anyway,
knocked me off the pedestal at Camp Hope.
Yeah, there you go.
Had a run right there.
Well, that is so awesome. Y'all have done just an amazing job for helping all these men and women that are suffering from PTSD, both first responders and military. It is really, really awesome. And I know that there's just so many people that's behind it. We got Chicken Fried Barbecue in the house. Say hi to Mr. Bill Purvis.
One of our guys that's behind us right there. Bill, thank you so much for what you do for us, brother.
And I need to step up this year. Hopefully I will stay healthy. Yep, hopefully so, Joe. All right, so let's transition from that. Now you've decided, okay, I can't do just everything with barbecue. I want to give these guys another out other than just barbecue, because barbecue is pretty intense. It's boom, boom, boom. You've got timeline. You have to stay on it. And military guys are good about that. But you can't just really chill out and relax. So is that why the Texas Chrome Heroes Outdoor or Texas Chrome Outdoors was started? Tell us what that's about.
Yes. So we sold our company, we sold our home. We are focusing on this next stage. We're going to build a retreat down here at the coast. We're starting Texas Chrome Outdoors, which is also going to be a profitable business for us because that's how we're going to get a paycheck. We don't take no money from the foundation. We never have, and we never will. I probably stuck more money in there than a lot of people would freak out about what I spent in that thing.
Right.
So, but what we're doing with this is this is our 4th year, and I think I lost 33 applicants that did not want to be in the public eye. It was too high paced, too much pressure for them.
Right.
So this way, I've been bringing them down here, doing it on my personal time, doing no filming with these guys. This right here is for them to come relax. They want to ride on the airboat. We take them out on the airboat ride. They want to go out fishing. I take them out fishing. Right. And if they want to just sit there on the bank where we're going to sit here on the edge of the water and put a grill out on the beach and flip some hamburgers, that's what we're going to do.
Wow.
So that's the next phase that we're going to make sure we leave nobody left behind. We knew it was cool for the competition stuff. We knew a lot of them would like it, but we don't want to leave the ones that it's just not their cup of tea, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right, right. Yeah, everybody doesn't necessarily want to get into it, and it is a lot to it. I mean, you have someone in one time, but it's fast paced, and
Yes.
the more I think about this, man, being out on a boat, catching some waves and some big old marlins and fish and this and that and everything else, man, there's nothing. Fishing, come on, man. I mean, that's just relaxing. So, especially when you ain't got to go get the boat, you ain't got to drag it out, you don't have to go clean the stuff, you don't have to put it all up. Just go out, fish, have a good time, have a couple cold beverages, and come back in. I think that's going to really, really be awesome. So
it is. I got to think for us to even get this far, Icy Tech Coolers is a big Patrick. Man, those guys have been such of a blessing to be involved in our life because we brought him in. He's a veteran as well. It's a veteran-owned company.
Oh, that's
awesome. He's been dealing with demons too, and we brought him down here for a week, and he gave me a 170-quart cooler. Well, he had to borrow it from me to take it home because I loaded him up with so much fish in 4 days. It was just out of bounds. It just had to have been one of them stars aligned. We just killed it down here. So
that is great.
Y'all see a lot of those that we'll be donating out through the year to different organizations and cook-offs and possibly state cook-offs too if they want to get involved with us with that. So that's another good partner that we're blessed to be on board. And like saying, it's just making connections and friends and getting this corporate life is what we live in. So that's what kind of dollars it takes to turn it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we know that the Texas Chrome Heroes on the barbecue side of it, that is 100% nonprofit. Like you said, I know you have put thousands of dollars in that to fund it and keep it going. But at the same time, you do have to earn a living. So the Texas Chrome Outdoors, I know now you've got a captain's license, so I know you can charter. Is that where you're going to kind of make the money? You'll charter people, individuals, private individuals and stuff to go out, and you'll just put the money into the outdoors deal from that to fund that part of it?
Yes, we're going to use that to fund that part. We're looking at like every 3 trips is going to pay for 2 veterans complete housing and trips for each time. So we'll have those mathematical things. Depends what trip we sell. We're able to do offshore fishing now. I've got an airboat on the way. I've got a nice little Mountie Flats boat we run all in the back bays with and take shallow water fishing. So, and I've got a big group of supporters down here where I moved to that I got backup people with boats and ready to go. So,
man, that is awesome. That is really, really cool. So, and then just like if I wanted to come, Joey, take me out on a fishing trip, roughly what would something like that cost for a day to go out and go catch?
So you're looking probably a good, for you, it's going to be about a half a day trip. It's about all it's going to take, but a half day trip's looking around $650. We take care of all the bait and stuff and
go out and do it. Yeah.
Go do it. Yep.
Yeah,
we charge like $300 a head for the duck hunts that we take out, and the airboat rides are like $65 a person. We take if you just want to go ride in the airboat. I can call 6 people at one time and take you just look at alligators and all that kind of stuff. So.
Oh heck yeah! Now if I might come down there to that, I want to drive it. Let's put some nitrous on the engine. I've got plenty of nitrous nozzles back there. Let's put a couple bottles in that bad boy.
Well, I think you still got a complete motor back there. We probably put that thing in there.
I do. I got a 632 cubic inch engine that we set the record with, still sitting over in the shop. Yeah, let's put 2,000 horsepower to that thing and let's
Yeah.
see what happens. Well, we won't have to worry. It won't just be we'll be skimming across the water. We'll be flying above the water. So
We'll need wings and a capsule.
that's it. Put some wings off to the side and we'll have liftoff, baby. Oh, my goodness. Well, Joey, that is really, really awesome. So tell everybody on here how they can find that, how they can book that, to go on these fishing trips and stuff.
So right now, TexasChrome.org is our hub for right now. They're in the middle. Well, of course, you and I use the same
Right.
web guy.
Web
So they're
guy.
in the middle of, they're building the Texas Chrome Outdoors page as we speak. So
Okay.
we should have that up and running here probably the next couple of weeks where everybody can actually start booking. But right now, message me on Facebook.
Okay.
I'll send you all the information, and definitely can get you booked up for a trip down here.
So the website will be TexasChromeOutdoors.com.
Correct.
Yeah, it won't be an org because it's not an organization. Okay, Texas Chrome Hero or TexasChromeOutdoors.com. TexasChromeOutdoors.com. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. So if you guys are wanting a fishing trip, man, that's going to be the way to do it. So
It's going to be pretty cool. We got a lot of filming coming up. We're going to be doing stuff with the Swamp People. We got them on board. That's with Icy Tech. We're going to be doing stuff with the guys with the Wicked Tuna. So it's going to be
that's going to be good, Joey. Man, congratulations. We just got to get you rolling with the social media stuff. Get it out there where everybody knows.
Oh, yes.
And I'll talk to you a little bit about that maybe sometime after the show.
I just got a text message from Brandon. He's ready to book a fishing trip. So.
Awesome.
There you go. There you go, right there. So, man, that is awesome, Joey. That is so awesome. Well, what have you got in store for barbecue for the rest of the year? What's Joey's plan? I mean, are you going to still be able to go do all that and cook?
Yes, I am actually cooking. I'm rolling out. So I actually got 3 teams. Basically, I got 5 running in the San Antonio. Cassie's cooking one. I'm cooking one. I got Mark Lambert flying in, cooking the other team for the foundation. So I think we've got 2 veterans signed up for it, and then we're doing solo. That's a bucket list one on it. So that's why we're running 3 separate teams.
Right.
Then we roll out of there, and then we got a kind of like a double header. So we have that. Smoking on the Rio. I'm going to Mercedes. I've never seen $50,000 cook-off yet in Texas.
Ooh.
I want to go see what that's all about.
Okay.
So I'm going to be like the rest of them. Got money kind of makes you want to travel a long way. So
yeah, makes it worthwhile.
Yes. So I think I'm going to solo that, and then the rest of it, I'm going to be bouncing around into the foundation. Oh, except for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
I was fixing to say.
I'll be right back there in February. So
is Mark going to be down there with you on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you and Mark are
same
double
team, same duo.
Same team, same duo. Okay, that's awesome. Man, oh man.
Yeah,
all right,
Miss. Get back on that stage.
Yeah. So, Katelyn, tell us. Obviously, we know that you're going to go to Georgia. We've done. Yeah, you're going to go to Georgia.
Brandon's listening right now, so
yeah. Brandon, if you want to go on the fishing trip, she needs to go to Georgia. Yes, dear. That's all you say, when she says that. So, because, you can imagine if she's got, 2 trophies, you probably won't even be in the bed for another week because she's going to put them on both sides of her.
We have to get a bigger bed.
That's right. So, and then you're going to do Vegas. And then I saw Candace post earlier than the Arkansas State Championships, April the 1st.
Yes, that'll be the first weekend of April.
Yep, mm-hmm. I saw that. So then, and after that, y'all going to still run your same deal, probably do 35, 40 competitions?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to try to hit places that we haven't hit before.
Right.
Vegas being one of those.
Right.
The Birmingham one. We're trying to hit new areas.
Right.
Georgia, the Carlton one, I've heard great things. They put on Blake Kitchens and Chase. They put on a great comp. It also helps with the Fallen Outdoors. I've heard just nothing but good about their comp. So I'm excited to kind of see what that's all about in Georgia.
Right.
And then, of course, Vegas, and then the World Championship, and then the year will just kind of take off from there. I think.
Right.
We'll just kind of. I think our summer maybe slows down just a little bit, which it always does, just a hair.
Right.
And then come August, it'll pick right back up.
Where do you mainly cook? I know you cook a lot in Arkansas. It seems
Hmm.
like Tennessee, Mississippi, a little into Tennessee. Is that mainly where you cook, or do you get up in the Midwest anywhere?
So we're Jonesboro, Arkansas. So we're northeast Arkansas. So I mean, we cook a lot in the Memphis area. We're an hour from Memphis.
Right.
We cook a lot in Arkansas. We cook a lot in Mississippi. Um, golly, Missouri, southeast Missouri area. We haven't made it to Oklahoma. That I would like to see what Oklahoma's all about. Just
Okay.
to kind of see. I've heard good things about the Oklahoma comps out there.
Okay.
Of course, we've cooked in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, so we kind of stay. Just kind of we're
Yeah.
very fortunate. We can hop in the truck any given weekend, and I mean maybe drive 3 or 4 hours, and we're at the comp.
Got a comp. Okay.
Yeah, we're just very lucky to be centrally located.
Yeah. Well, Cassie says you need to load up and come to Australia. So
And we'll see how
I
Vegas
bet-
goes.
I was. Thanks for COVID. I think I got a container full of stuff still over there from COVID.
there you go.
I tried to go cook me stuff over there.
Oh, that's funny. Let's see. We're headed to South Carolina in the
Yep.
fall.
another
Okay, that's
BBQ comp,
Candace.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. My smoker came from BB, Arkansas. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Know
pretty
exactly
cool.
where that's at.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so we got a little trivia question for everybody. The first person that gets it right will get our 20 backyard barbecue recipes. And if you have an account with us, then all I have to do is just add it to your account. And if you don't, it's easy for me to create one. I just need a first and last name with an email address. So this is a barbecue related question. And it doesn't matter who you see first on your screen. My stuff comes in real time. Yours does not. So it goes by what I see on my screen first. So here is the question. The Texas Chrome Heroes 6-pack series last year, at the end of the year, they had an overall points champion. Who was the overall points champion of the Texas Chrome Heroes 6-pack series in 2022? Who won the overall points championship? First one. Duh, duh. Boom! Carlos got it. Right off the
Carlos,
get-go.
you probably shouldn't even have been.
Yeah, we shouldn't have even allowed him to come in. So, usually by now I've got like 30 different people showing up through here, but I guess we don't have a lot of barbecue folks on here. So I thought for sure there would have been a ton of people. All right, Carlos. Carlos, have you bought any classes from us? I can't remember. I got so many people I can't even keep up with them no more. So if you have,
Oh yeah, he has because he listens to it on his iPods, the calming bow when he's shopping.
I got
If you
you.
haven't heard that story, he'll put chill bumps in your neck. It's true.
All right, Carlos. Well, if you've got an account, then I will drop the 20 backyard barbecue classes into your account. And I knew that I had a brain fart. So that's funny. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you guys out on the circuit this year. Katelyn, you always just do such a great job. You got such a great personality. And I remember the first time I met you was over in Fort Worth, and
Yes,
and here
sir.
you come running, hugging my neck, and had a boot on. So,
Well, and a walker.
and a walker. Yeah, but you were still there like, screw it, I'm cooking a steak in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Hey, I
So
had my golden ticket, and I had a broken leg, but hey, I
I
made
showed
it.
up.
Yeah, I showed up.
I'm
If you
gonna
look back
cook.
at our pictures on our we're headed out to we took a selfie we're headed to the World Championship. You look in the back seat of the truck, you see my walker just chilling behind us.
That's great memories right there.
Yeah,
That's,
it was.
you don't
I
never
wasn't.
cut.
I said I could have. I could have lost a leg, and I was still going to be. I mean,
Yeah,
there's people out there that was in worse shape than I am cooking a steak. So I knew I could. They were my inspiration. So
yeah,
I
that's
made it through
good.
it.
Yeah, that is absolutely awesome. Well, I wish you all the best this year.
Thank you, Mike.
Man, I tell you what, it's going to be awesome if you go up there and win the Georgia State Championship. And you're going
I
to
need
be
to
on a
save some of
roll.
my luck for the World Championship, though.
That's right. That's right.
You never know.
That-
My 2019, it was a run. I couldn't do nothing wrong. We just
Yep.
punished it. So you just
Yeah.
never know. When you get in that hick and it just goes
Right.
and goes, you just got to
Right.
just follow
Y'all were talking
follow
about.
that God, good Lord's path and just
Yes,
ride
sir.
it out.
Yeah, definitely
it.
super blessed. Y'all were talking
Yeah.
about flavor profiles earlier, and I've ran the same flavor profile since April of 2021.
Yeah.
The only thing I've changed is John's grilling, the all queued up grilling time, and
Mm-hmm.
then Ronald's Hottie Toddy, the Climax Bam, and those are just resting and finishings. That the rest of it is exactly the same.
Yeah.
So you're right, Joey. When you have a seasoning profile, whether if it don't hit a couple times, just
Keep
give it
doing it.
another shot. I
Yep.
mean, and I don't hit every time, but I don't change because it's consistent. So
It's
I
consistent.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, so the seasoning profiles. Once you have one, don't think you have to change just because it's a new year or just
That's right.
Nope.
yeah,
I'm
just keep
cooking.
it.
I'm
Know
using
it's
my
what you know and trust your process for
yeah.
sure.
I'm using my same brisket recipe from 2018, and
Yeah, I mean,
it's still killing. I've made little tweaks with it.
yeah, that's how I am. Yeah,
It's not the rubs, it's the amount of salt because I use
exactly.
salt on my brisket,
Hmm.
and I just changed the salt level,
Yeah,
and I'll tell you, it does good. It really
yeah,
does. Well, you got any sponsors you want to thank real quick?
yeah. I'd like to thank Royal Oak Charcoal. They fuel my fire and fuel Brandon's fire every weekend and at home and wherever we're cooking. Team Arcasipi, the Arcasipi combo, John Lindsay with All Queued Up, and Ronald Burns with Hottie Toddy. Fantastic rubs. Big Jim Hudgens, rubs and
Big Jim.
sauces.
Yeah.
Yep. We use his steak and more on just about everything. It's really, really good seasoning. Maggie's Farm, Lottie's Pepper Jelly. It's a great pepper jelly. We use it on ribs, wings, top it with stuff.
Hmm.
Kevin Kelly with Kelly's Mustard, Kelly's
I've,
Gourmet Products.
I've heard a
He
lot.
yes, he has the best mustard on the planet. And if you've never tried his chicken breading, get you a hold of some of that. It's
Okay.
his I think it's his dad's recipe from back a long time ago, and he like
Like
decided
fried chicken breading.
yeah. It's
All right.
called Howard's Chicken Breading, and so if you ever see it, I'm not sure if it's on his website or not, but shoot him a message and see if he can maybe send you some just to try. It's amazing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think yeah, and Team PK we use PK
PK
grills.
Grills. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Absolutely awesome. Well, girl, I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
nice
Barbecue
job.
Champs Academy. I would not be sitting here without the definitely that platform. That's my first official competition. I was almost DAL. And I remember telling Brandon we left the competition, and I said I'm taking a class. And the
Yeah.
first class I took was John Lindsay's, and because I was familiar with John, he's from the same area I am,
Right.
and it kind of took off from there.
Yeah.
Great platform. You've helped a lot of cooks. You've helped a lot of backyard cooks.
Yeah.
It's not just for competition.
Yeah.
It's for backyard people too. And it's been a wild ride, and I'm just going to ride it as long as I can.
That's it. It's the way to do it, girl. Have
Yeah,
fun. You and Brendan both. As
yeah.
always, how do I close out my classes? Go out there, have a lot of fun, and smoke
Smoke
on.
on, yes
That's
sir.
it. That's what it's
Yes,
all
sir.
about.
Yep.
So, well, congratulations, and I hope you the best for this year. So,
Thank
Joey,
you so much.
what you got going on? What sponsors you want to thank? I know you've got probably several on
Whew.
your list as well. So,
That's shoot. Yeah, we could be here a long time, but I'm going
yeah,
to name out some key point ones. Of course, David from Gunter Wilhelm Knives. Boy,
yeah,
we get to slay some meat with what we get to carve out. It's
yeah.
been awesome with him. Then I've got my buddy Mark Lambert, Sweet Swine of Mine, Craig Sherry with Texas Pepper Jelly, been with me from the start.
Yeah.
I got the barbecue store, of course, with Justin and them, and we brand it, takes care of all our shirts and stuff
Hmm.
for us. Boy, I got JC Communications. We've got KC in our cabinets.
Icy Tech.
We got Icy Tech now that's on board. That's large, and then
Yeah.
of course I've got the First Chance Foundation with Clinton Swindell. They're took over our. We lost our fuel sponsor with B&B, so we're in the
Okay.
middle of hunting a new fuel sponsor. So they took it over. We still use it. It's a good product until we find something else that's going to replace that. Who?
Okay.
Oh, and then Kintex Roofing,
Okay.
another good company that takes really good care of us. And then
That's good.
S&A Towing out of Liberty Hill. James Peterson bought our company out, does real good. He's actually going to be helping at one of our events at
Oh,
Austin Rodeo too,
Awesome.
to get on board and volunteer. So if I
good.
missed anybody, thank y'all. I know we've got some more miscellaneous
It's a
ones
lot.
out there.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm sure, and all the others. He appreciates it because
And all,
he couldn't do everything he can without it. The list is long, and I just caught him off guard. I didn't even tell these guys we was going to be doing that. So y'all
it's
did
all
good. Well, look, I hope everybody's enjoyed our show. Joey, thank you so much for being on. Caitlin, young lady, congratulations.
Thank you.
Keep on, keeping on.
Thank you
That's
for
all
having
you can
me.
do.
It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. And
awesome sharing the screen with y'all. Y'all are two awesome people.
Thank
Two
you
great
so
guys,
much.
two great cooks.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I hope everybody's enjoyed our show. We will be back, Lord willing, next Tuesday at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. And the following week, yep, I'm still here for that week. But then the week after, I'm going to be in Vegas. So I will not be around. So I'm thinking about trying to load in the Clash of the Titan when Matt and Marissa cooked against each other in the parking lot just for that one rounder.
You've got to do that. That was pretty good.
That was fun. And I may try to just load that in and see if I can get it to automatically play. I'm sure there's a way to schedule the video to play, and it will just come on and y'all can watch it. So anyway, I appreciate everybody so much. Thank y'all from the bottom of my heart being part of BBQ Champs podcast each and every week. We have a lot of fun doing these things, and it just gives us a chance to come together and talk a little bit about barbecue and steak. And as we always say, y'all go out there, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a